Welcome to the swamp. We got lots of gators here, and they like marshmallows. Attracted to it because it's white. We call it swamp crack.
Oh, okay. Here he comes.
Give me one, give me one.
Oh, yeah.
Oh my God.
This is cool.
And they make fine pets.
Oh my God.
You don't know it's on his head.
When are you going to figure that out? When it falls off?
When other gators.
Oh, poor guy.
Here comes another one.
Yeah, another one's figured it out.
Oh, yeah. Ooh. Ah, I
So the
see.
easiest way to tell the length of a gator, from his nose to his eyes in inches, that's how long he is in feet. If it's 6 inches, he's 6 foot. They grow about a foot and a half a year up until 6 feet. Once they get to 6 feet,
Here they
inches a
come.
year,
Another
after
one.
that, can live 80, 100 years old. The largest on record in Louisiana are 19 feet 2 inches. The biggest I've ever seen here is about 14 foot. And born and raised here, I've been swimming and skiing in these bayous since I'm a kid, and every kid lives here. They swim here every summer. I've never heard of anybody get eaten from an alligator. Somebody my size, gator ain't eating. But a big gator, if it's starving, maybe a small child or a dog. It's possible, it's just not common from alligators. Crocs are found around Florida, not here. The way to tell the difference is long, skinnier nose. They get bigger, they're more aggressive. I'm not swimming around crocs. You hear people get eaten by saltwater crocs. 2,000 a year get eaten by saltwater crocs, not alligators. But you get close to her nest, she's gonna bite you. You feed them like we do, you get bit. Lost my fingernail last year. We have captains that's been out for weeks. They got a lot of bacteria in their mouth, you can get infected. But if I jump in the water, he's really going the other way. He's more scared of me, that's all. But don't get me wrong, they are dangerous animals. Just don't mess with them, they don't mess with you. Now, it's all about temperature, why you see gators and why you don't. And once the water temperature gets about 60 degrees, it'll slow their heart rate down just a couple beats an hour. They can go without eating 6 months and still survive. They don't eat in the winter. Once the water gets above 80, it gets their heart rate up, helps digest the food, and then they get hungry like they are now. They mainly eat fish here. We got largemouth bass, redfish, catfish, and they'll sit on the bottom with their mouth open. They got a lung flap to stop the water from going down. Once it gets the fish, snaps on and comes to the surface. They don't chew much. When they lift their head and raise their tail, releasing the lung flap, swallow everything whole, bones and all. There's acid in their body that'll digest bone in 3 days.
I think you gotta move fast.
They'll come here.
With a camera.
Come on, come on.
Here he comes.
There you go. Got him right there. But he's
like
so
Forrest
cute.
and
Most of the bayous are 7, 8 feet deep, but we're going to go places where the boat will be on bottom. They made to go over dry land, no brakes, no reverse, a little tricky when you land. Them tanks to the right of it with the valves, that's an oil well. It pumps oil in them tanks, and the barge was coming in, pumping out. We got lots of oil and gas wells all around here. You're going to see the yellow signs on the trees that say posted, means no trespassing. My boss leases 20,000 acres. Private property. You don't want anybody hunting here. We don't hunt where we're doing tours. We have property for book hunting. Come out, shoot your own alligator. Only the month of September are you allowed to hunt them. You watch the show Small People, we do it pretty much the same. Stick a pole on the bank, hanging over the water, put a piece of chicken on a hook, a clothespin holding it up. The higher you go, the bigger the gator. It can jump 3/4 of their body out the water. Once he swallows the chicken, the hook gets caught, pull your line in. You want to use a 22. There's a hard flat shell right behind his eyes, quarter-sized brain there, right behind it. That's where you want to hit him, and they'll give you the tags to hunt them by the acres of land. It's like 50 acres. When you see the show, these guys got like 500 tags, and they'll lease the land from different people, and then have to give them 30% of what they made off them gators. A gator over 8 foot last year went $40 a foot. We sell them whole by the foot to the buyer, and then he has the connections to distribute every part of the gator. No ways. You ever ate it? It tastes like chicken. They use the hide for boots, the legs for back scratches, the heads they mount them. It's a big market. Around the 1960s, they were endangered. Now, because of farm raised, we got 2.4 million in Louisiana. And when we get further back, I'm gonna give you all the details on how it works, and I'll show you where they make their nest. That's what I'm gonna tell you all about the mating process when we get there. They issued out 38,000 tags to Louisiana last year. My boss got 72 with the property he has. In 4 days, he had them filled. We hunt them to keep the numbers in check so they don't eat our kids and our dogs in our backyard. Not worried about the wives, ex-wives.